Hello, this is Joanne in Colorado. I have been digging my cannas, making a mess, separating them all out, all my bulbs. These are my Wyoming, my Cheyenne something orange, very big flowered canna. These are some of my red ones. The extra big ones that I had. They got extra tall in those pots. I just dug a few of those because I dug up a box of red ones yesterday, but I just wanted to see if these bulbs were a whole lot bigger. And they were quite a bit bigger actually. Hopefully. Hopefully I didn't cut them all in half. But in digging the cannas, okay. I am trying to focus on this and it is just not working. So my black and blue salvia. I have spent $6 to $15 plus a year on each plant of these. They're usually the proven winners. Anyways, they're a very, very good plant. Actually, these might not be a proven winners because the greenhouse grows them. And I don't know if they propagate them. I assumed that they did. But anyways, I always assumed they grew from seeds. I've searched and searched for seeds. I got all of these bulbs out of one of these plants. And the cool thing is it might have been a 4-inch pot. But this cluster here, I think 10, 11, 12, 13, I think 14 bulbs. So I am going to Google how to take care of theirs. Make sure that I take care of them right. So that next spring, I don't have to buy a whole bunch of black and blue salvia, which all of my black-chinned hummingbirds love. So if you have one of these plants, I never knew they were planted from bulbs, but you can dig them and keep them if they're just going to sit out in the yard and die. So some of mine came back by putting the pine boughs and blue spruce boughs and stuff like that over them in the pot. But if you have the bulbs, you know that you can plant them. And anyways, you'll have some for sure. So have a great day. I just had to share my little surprise with you. And I've been having a lot of fun watching the little birds when they come to eat. I've got all of these aspen sticks or branches, and I cut them so that I have 3 and 4 inch plus little shelves, little branches for them to sit on, fly in and perch on. And they were just filling them up this morning, but I was inside. Forgive the airplanes. I am close to the flight line. They fly to these branches, then they look at the bird baths, they look at the elephant ear. I put a bunch of seed in there for them, for this feeder up here. And it gives them a chance to look it over and decide where they're gonna fly down to. And they love them. I was trying to get a video of them flying in and landing on all of those, but I was in the house, the screen was on the door, which I took off so that hopefully I can photograph them next time. But yeah, it attracts so many more birds because the branches protect them from like hawks and things, being able to just fly through here and grab them. It's kind of like a maze. They have to be careful how they approach. I have them going in every direction on purpose. But the nice little white branches, and seeing all the little birds perch on them, I might get 30 to 50 of them in here at a time. Whereas before with the flowers, one or two, and then if they saw anything move or if I got too close, they just fly away. But these feeders are here. The feeder's right there in that tree. There's more finch feeders. They also have these bird baths over here, and the one in the corner, and my little hummingbird bird bath. The finches have decided that those little flower petals is just the right size for a lot of them. This 3-layered one, the top 2 layers, man, they'll get 7 or 8 of them in there, all getting drinks and bathing at a time, which I kind of figured they'd like that and that would happen. But my son designed this bird bath, and we are excited to see him enjoying it. So I suppose it's about time for me to go clean up my mess. And probably this afternoon more birds will come in for their drinks and for their evening seeds. And oh, I don't know whether I have enough energy yet to dig up a bunch more of these, but I do want to find out if the magenta ones are also bulbs. They look like the same kind of plant, but just because they look alike does not necessarily mean that they grow alike. So, and I would think for all of the ones that I've dug up or pulled up that I would have noticed if there were bulbs before, but I didn't, and so I'm just not sure what I'll find. But I have some more yard jobs, and it's supposed to frost next week, get down to 31 degrees. It's still nice in the days, but I'll just have to see what time allows. Otherwise I will be putting pine boughs and stuff in there and trying to save them so that they will come back. So have a great day. And my elephant ears, they did really well, but I ended up taking them apart. The one that I dug that I planted upside down, literally I could tell on the bulb that I had the top of one anyways, it was kind of like the bottom were in the middle and the top of 2 different bulbs, big ones, were stuck together in the middle. And that's because the new one grew so that the top was on top, and the other one was still planted weird. So it was still kind of looking a little weird just because it had tried to grow the right way and it just was having trouble. So I took them apart, separated them so that I could get the top back on top next time I plant them, and hopefully they'll dry out well. And next spring, usually around the 1st of March, I've been planting those in pots so that they can get a real good head start. Not positive if I will do it this year. It all depends on a lot of things. Jobs we have to get to survive after my husband starts back to work, which could happen as early as next week, that he'll be looking for work. Not absolutely positive what's going to happen. So in the meantime, I'm collecting bulbs and we will see how that goes and what else happens when we see his workman's comp doctor, and if they give him a final evaluation next Monday or schedule it for later. And maybe we'll have an idea what we're doing. With them raising our rent to almost $3,000 a month, it's really, really hard to do on workman's comp. And hard to do without a job, and it's hard to retire at 65 or 66 that my husband just turned. Really, really hard to retire when it won't pay enough to pay rent and things like this at this at this stage of our life. So thankfully the good Lord has taken care of us before, and we've got lots of years and experiences of Him looking after us, that we aren't panicked. But something's gonna change here, so hopefully it all changes for the better, and we'll go from there. There's a lot of unsureties in this world these days, and I don't know if that's a word, but maybe I just made a new one. Unsure about the future, unsure about all the things that could happen and change, and just pray a lot and stay close to the good Lord. And I guess look out for each other, because that's important. It's people need each other more than they ever did before. May not realize it yet, but I am thankful for every day of peace we have. I'm thankful for a nice, serene place with birds and bird baths and blue skies. And even if they're funny shaped trees that I trim down to almost nothing, everything adds to a peaceful place to sit and enjoy the day and relax in between jobs and all the other busy things we do. So I will be talking to you soon. I've got some more bird videos for my Birds and Bird Bath channel. I always want to share them with my hummingbird channel because, well, it is my hummingbird garden that all my other birds are coming to. It's my hummingbird bird baths that they're all coming to and enjoying. And if I didn't have this for the hummingbirds in the summer, and if I wasn't trying to preserve it for next spring, well, I wouldn't have such a nice place for all the birds to come land. So one of these days I'm going to put together the best hummingbirds of the year, of the summer, in a nice video, but we've got a lot of things to do with harvest and just fall time of the year and all the jobs I can come up with for cleaning up yards. So be patient with me. I will try to keep up with you guys while I'm trying to keep the bills paid. So have a great day, and hopefully you can find some bulbs on some of your salvias that you can plant next year too. That was just a happy discovery, I guess. So, boy, that bird bath there, elephant ear is one of my smaller ones, but it can still hold about 15 little birdies all eaten at once. So I will get some more pictures in the next few days. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.